Hi friends, there are so many skills I need to develop as I learn to play my low D whistle. But it's past time I introduced you to a page I found that provides some excellent beginner tunes for the whistle. First, as of this recording, I am 33 days into my low D whistle journey. Like I've said before, I've played other woodwind instruments for years, but this is my first foray into the whistle, and I'm loving my choice of playing the low D whistle. I really appreciate the great comments you all are adding, and some of the comments are now coming from experienced users. I specifically appreciate those of you who are more experienced players jumping in to help me so that I can help the rest of us. Please imagine we're sitting around a pub or a coffee shop, talking whistles, playing whistles, helping each other out. So let's share our expertise or whatever knowledge we may have as we learn and grow together. Thank you, experienced users, for joining in and helping us. I found the Tradschool website early on, and they provide some great resources. Some of the resources cost money. Great. Please, if you want to pay them some money for the resources, great. But for right now, I'm taking advantage of some of the free resources they offer. And like a lot of places, they're offering free resources to let us know how good their paid resources probably are. There's one page, and I will link this page in the show notes, and we're going to talk about it a bit here in a moment, but it provides 5 beginner tunes with the music, with the whistle tabs, and with a 2-speed clean sound clip and then a slower sound clip. I love that they've done that for us. I need to tell you from the start, I have no relationship with Tradschool. I just like their website. It was helpful for me, still helpful for me, and I want to share it with you because I know their website and this page in particular will be helpful for us as beginning players. They have some more pages I'll share later, along with some other websites that I like their stuff. Again, I'll link this page in the show notes. Please check it out. It's wonderful. Each of the tunes on this website will help us use our current abilities, but help us stretch our abilities as well. The 2-speed tune that they've recorded, I found by listening to some of the tunes on YouTube, is 2-speed for a beginning player. One of the tunes I really like, I went on YouTube and I thought, I want to see how somebody else plays this. And I quit listening because it was way past my abilities. It gave me something to target for. But the Tradschool folks have given us a page that provides the music at a pace that you and I are going to be able to play. So the first rule of playing beginner tunes is play as you are able. However, stretch yourself, but not so much that you are going to get frustrated and quit. The idea is that you're going to play, you're going to be happy with the fact that you can play a tune, and then you're going to get something, oh, I can't play that phrase, let me go back and work on that phrase again. And that's important for us to do. So let's take a look at how to take advantage of this page. Like I said, there are 5 tunes. At the beginning of each tune, the title names the tune. Then there are the 2 recordings. Before you even attempt the tune, play the first recording. And so the recordings will play in sequence. First it'll play the 2-speed for beginners, and then it will go to the slow speed. A couple of things I've noticed. As I read the music and I look at it, I think, well, if I were to play that with my experience of reading music, I would play it this way. However, one of the reasons you and I fell in love with the Irish music is the syncopation is a little different than what is written. One player's going to embellish a tune a little different than another because you're expressing something, and I love the different interpretations as to how to play a tune. And so as you look at this, first, play the 2-speed recording. If that's a little confusing for you, then listen through to the slower speed. If you're fine with the 2-speed recording, don't go to the slower speed. So first, listen to it. Sometimes as I'm listening to it, like I have the third song pulled up right now, which is the Dunmore Lasses. Sometimes as I listen, I'll use my fingers. I'll go, and I'm hitting the keys of the notes as I'm listening to the song, and that helps me out. It may or may not help you. Then I'll play the tune with maybe an embellishment thrown in, but try and play it clean, because I've noticed that a lot of these tunes that folks, experienced players play, they're playing a really clean, crisp tune with these beautiful embellishments thrown in. One of the first things you and I need to learn to do is play the clean tune. So a little bit of the beginning of Dunmore Lasses, just trying to learn to play it and learn to play it clean. And I'll play that through, and as I play that through, I'll play it through, and I'll play through the whole song at least twice. And then I'll realize, I'm having a little trouble with that one phrase. So I'll go over that phrase again, particularly as I start adding a little bit of an embellishment in. So play it through clean, and then think, oh, I see what you did there. They're going in the tune they've given. There's a little bit of a slide leading into that second measure, and that's just like this with the finger. So I'm trying that out, and I've got to do that 3 or 4 times because my slide's too slow. And so try that. Experiment with some of that. So listen, play the tune clean, and then try and add some more in. Do this with all 5 of the songs, trying as you get a little better to add some of the ornaments in that you hear the experienced player on the recording play. Then, if you're really brave, look it up on YouTube and listen to a couple versions there and try and emulate that, because you'll find that's really different. The other thing I'm doing is I'm not just playing all the songs through twice today from this page. Tomorrow, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it again. Tomorrow, I'm going to work on those trouble passages. If I've got a problem passage, I'm going to do it again and again and again. Not enough to frustrate myself, but enough to improve, because my fingers don't automatically know what they're doing yet. And I'll hear an embellishment that I'm not real sure what it is. So I'll look it up. Like I said, you and I haven't been through all the embellishments yet. We're going to get there. But look it up. Experiment with them. Figure out what were they doing there. That didn't sound like a cut. That sounded like a tap. Another one of the reasons I like to watch it. I'm trying to figure this out. So play through this, all 5 of these songs at least a couple of times a day as part of your practice. Again, I have other pages and tunes I'm going to share. This is one of the pages I'm currently visiting every day to try and improve my playing. What resources have you found that are helpful? Try this one. What are you finding as you play through these songs? What are you able to do that you were surprised that you didn't think you could do? And feel it a huge success if you can just play the tune through syncopated without embellishments like the recording is. That's a great success. So what resources have you found? Please share them with the rest of us. Those of you experienced players who are watching, how have you found some of the embellishments to these tunes, and what recommendations would you give us as we beginners step further into learning to play the tunes themselves? Great. I've been wanting to share this page with you for a while, and I'm glad we were able to do that today. Again, the link is going to be in the show notes. Please check out the Tradschool, at least this page, if not their whole website, because I know I'm going to share some more of their free resources. So until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy low D whistling and happy playing at least these 5 tunes.